Brooklyn, New York! It's exactly as I remember it. Maybe not in black and white, but with the same sense of sentimentality. You never know how much you miss a place until you leave it. Until it's a memory. This is the story of my life growing up in my city of dreams. It was the 50s and 60s. Life back then was very different. Very different. In fact, it was a whole different world. And even though I've traveled far and wide and the years have taken me to many places, Brooklyn remains forever in my heart. This is a story of my city of dreams, how I grew up there, and how I got out. It's the story of how the place never quite left me once I got out. Now, if you've ever found yourself longing for the past to comfort your fears of an unforeseen future, this is a story with which you will find familiar court. For we all hold within our hearts the places of our origin. For me, it was a place of hopes and dreams and love and loss. A place I call Forever Brooklyn. But first, an introduction. My name is Melvin Abraham Kaplofkis. Now, some of you may have heard of me, but not by that name. You may know me as Mel King. For a quick New York minute, I was a star. That's a story I'll tell you about too, but let me start at the beginning. I grew up in the Brownsville section of Brooklyn, New York. It was a time of romance and adventure, of fun, laughter, and unfulfilled promise. Even the air was alive with excitement. Brownsville wasn't the best of neighborhoods, but for my parents who moved there in the late 40s from the Lower East Side, it was a heavenly place. I never minded the neighborhood because I didn't know anything else. Italians, blacks, Jews, we all lived together. It was my home. But even a place and a home as lovely as Brooklyn can have its dangers.